Hello, hello. Welcome. Make sure you share the live. Hello, Chels. Make sure you share the live. Hello, hello. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Good evening. How is everyone doing? Share the live. How you doing, Olivia? Hello, Ben. Welcome, welcome. Good evening, good night, good morning. Good. I'm good. I'm good. The weather here is weird. But, you know, what can you do? Hello, EJ. How is everyone doing? Make sure you share the live. We have a great interview today. Oh, thank you. Waiting for our guests to join. Hello, Ternice. Just waiting for some more people. We'll give it like another 3 minutes. So make sure you share the live. Let's get people in here. It's gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure lots of laughs. Hello, Bree. Hello, Miss Sugars. I'm gonna give it another few minutes. Let's get more people in here. It's gonna be a fun interview. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. Yes, it has been a while. Welcome back. And for myself, I had my first show back last week with Patrice Charles, so that was fun. So we're going to start season 4 with interviews with parents, and I have some special guests on the way. I don't want to give too much right now, so when you see the promo, you'll know. Make sure you share the live. Hello, Marvin. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you share the live and give it another minute or so. And then we'll have our guest join us. Hello, TNT. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you share the live. How was the weather for you guys, wherever you guys are? Let us know. For me, it's weird. It's like fall during the day, and then it warms up, I would probably say like around noon, and then it gets windy, so it feels like fall again, and almost feels like winter at night. Alberta weather is just, it's hot where you are. I wish we had that. It's almost like here in Alberta we have 4 seasons in one during our fall. What we supposed to be fall? I don't know. Uncomfortably hot. I'd rather that than what we have, to be honest. Yeah, for sure. So, I think we should get started here. Oh, really? Miss Sugars, where are you? let's get that. Where are you? Because if it's hot over there, I might just make my way over there. So in the meantime, I'll give it to you. Do you want me to do it now? So I drink a lot, and water helps. I don't do too much with my face, to be honest. I just wash, cold water. That's pretty much it. I have to thank my mom for my genes, to be honest. If you see her, you would understand. So, since we have new Trinidad. See, I'm gonna make a trip. TNT, Marvin, you ready to go? Because I'm ready. Been ready. So, I know we have some new followers. Welcome to All Things Pan. I am your host, Danielle George. On this page, we usually talk to panists, tuners, building arrangers, builders, arrangers, tuners, pertaining to all things pan. But this season, we thought we'd change it up a bit and talk to the parents, along with some special guests I have coming a little later on. I forgot to do this last time, but we are sponsored by Fantastics 868. Make sure you check them out on Instagram. They have everything from tenor sticks all the way to bass sticks. If you live in Canada or US, make sure you hit me up and I will try to get the sticks to you as soon as I can. So on that, I'd like to introduce to you our guests for the evening. Yes, I said guests. We have two. I hope we have two. Oh, we have two. Hello.
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 How are you guys doing this evening?
Good, thank you.
Good.
That's good. So I just want to say this is Terence Sweeney's parents, Novelette and Terence Sweeney. So welcome again.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
having us.
So how's the weather in Toronto?
It's not bad. It's not humid at all.
Yeah.
This is for us. For me, this is perfect.
So I should make a trip to Toronto, is what you're saying.
That's right.
Absolutely.
At this point, there's no humidity,
Yeah.
and it's not cold either.
All right. So I'll be seeing you guys soon.
That's right.
So for those that don't know you, let's get to know you for a bit. Who is Novelette and Terence Sweeney?
You go first.
Okay, so I am Novelette. I'm the mom of Ternice. She's my last child. Terence and I have been together for about 25 years.
Congrats.
Yes. 18 years ago, Ternice came along. I have a busy schedule. I work as a registered nurse, and I work in the area of mental health. So I do both crisis nursing and inpatient mental health nursing. So
Okay.
I'm always busy. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. How about yourself?
I'm Terence. I'm Trinice's dad, and I'm automotive service technician. And as Novelette said, we met about 25 years ago, and we've been together since, and we actually steer Trinice in the right direction. We're always there to make sure that she's doing everything like we wanted her to do. So basically, that's it,
Okay. So how did you get Ternice interested in pan? Was anyone in your family introduced in pan? How did that come about?
Well, what happened, I used to take a class, and Trinice used to tag along, but she used to just have her dolls and playing with the dolls, and I said, we got to change this somehow, because every time we used to try to get her to play.
No, you didn't say that. I said every week you take this child with you, because I was always working, and he was watching her when I'm at work most of the time on Sundays. Right. And so every Sunday I'm off, he's off, he takes her with him. And I said, why you're always taking her along with her doll and her stroller? Like, why don't you let her play? And so he made her some pan sticks, which was like the size of a lead pencil. That was
Okay.
the diameter of it. That's how tiny her hands were. And he told her, if you play, each time you play, I'm going to give you $1. So she would go over and she would hit the pan, bing, bing, bing. And she would say, I want my $1. He had to give her $1. And she would go, bing, 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 I want my $1 again. And so he told her, no, it doesn't work like that. And then she started playing, I think at 6 years old. There was this grandfather figure. Ternice has told you about this grandfather figure, Rudy Martin Joseph, before. Unfortunately, he passed in 2015, December. And so that's between he and Albert John, a.k.a. Batchuk, who is like the leader for the band that Ternice, her home band. So he would, she would go with them. And Rudy would take her along, and he was so proud of her. Although she was only like 6 years old, he was so proud of her. And then he first took her to a church. Of course, it was Sunday. I was at work. Didn't see any of this because for me, she has to be wearing proper clothes. Her hair has to be kempt and stuff. And so they took her in her shorts, I believe, or her pants and her regular t-shirt, and into this church. And of course, we West Indians, we're churchy people, dress up churchy people. And I just hit the roof when I realized this is how my child went to church today. And she was up there playing Amazing Grace.
Oh, wow.
So that was her first public appearance in a church playing Amazing Grace. So that was it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's up on YouTube.
Oh, so we'll definitely have to go check that out.
And then
so
at
sorry,
7,
go ahead.
I believe at 7, she first entered the Pan Alive with the band.
Okay. And ever since she's still there.
She's still there.
Still there. Good.
But
Good. So how
she used to play in school as well, like when they have special occasion, she would play in the assembly, play a couple of songs. So they was all blown away by her ability to play the pan in school, and it never stopped.
And she did other places, like at one of the hospitals I work at. She played there, like for the staff. She started off with $20 gigs.
I remember those.
$20 gigs. And nonetheless, it doesn't matter what she did or how much she played for her. We were always very proud of her.
That's good. So how important was it for her to continue in the steel pan?
Very important.
Yeah.
Yes. I would do a lot of sacrificing just to make sure that she get ahead,
Yeah. And is that because you guys are
running across the city back and forth, like tired of, especially sometimes when Panorama is getting real close and she have other performances to do, and then she got to get back to the band, then she have to play here. So, that's how it been,
Yeah.
And also like parang season as well, because he's in a parang band, and the performances, sometimes they have 3 performances in one day, and they may be different end of the city. So maybe in the east end you start, then you have to go to the west end for the next one, and then you have to back in the east end again, and that's how it's been.
Yeah, that's for sure. So how important was it for you for her to know about the steel pan history? Was that important for you, or was that just kind of came with the territory?
Actually, it was very important because even her school, like I went to her school and I did my research and went to her school and did a presentation for the school about the steel pan because Ternice would always play for the school, and she first started in kindergarten where she brought her pan and played, I believe it was Amazing Grace for the class. And then she moved to playing it for the assembly, the anthem for the assembly. And then they would have programs where she would be playing as well. And Black history, of course. Yeah, so it was very important for her to know.
Yeah. So have you seen, from when Ternice started to now, have you seen a difference in the Steelpan community in Toronto or in Canada as a whole?
Yes, I have. I've seen a difference because in Ternice's school back then, there was no steel pan. And her bringing her steel pan to that class brought a steel pan class to the school. That school never had steel pans, and Terence ended up making the stands for the steel pan class.
Oh wow!
So so it was good. It was really good, and even for me, like Ternice is very humble, but I boast about my daughter.
As you
I
should.
would go to work and I would tell her, of course, I'm very proud of her. I go to work and I would brag and I would tell my colleagues, oh, my little girl is playing and this, and I would show them the videos and stuff. And, people start to take notice because some people would ask me, what is that thing she's playing?
Right.
And of course I would explain it's an oil drum. That's been sophisticated. And yeah, people would get interested in the steel pan and would be amazed at it and the music that it produces, and of course her performances.
Right.
And I'm talking about people from all cultures.
How important it is for you, for her as a steel panist or anyone in the Steelpan community, to get support from their friends and family, and just as a Steelpan community as a whole?
I think it's very important. It's very important. It's very important to get that kind of support because, don't underestimate the power of the steel pan. And when I say this, what I'm referring, like what the knowledge, like what I'm going to refer to is, like, I was scared that Ternice was not going to be doing well in school because Ternice liked to play around. She liked to fool around. Right. But when she started playing the steel pan, Ternice that brought her discipline. That I think, and even with looking back now with my mental health background that I have as a nurse, I think it has helped Ternice to concentrate more, to be disciplined more with her schoolwork, and Ternice has shown from being a student who never liked homework to being a disciplined student for a few consecutive years, has maintained the honor roll. And nice. I think with in addition to myself and her dad and her older sister who is like a disciplinarian when it comes on to one's education, and the other one who, like together, like collectively we have molded her into who she is. But the steel pan has a lot to do with her commitment and her discipline and, whatever she does.
Wow. Well, I appreciate it because
the other thing with.
No, go ahead.
The other thing with Ternice is never an angry child. She's never angry. She's never presenting as angry. If Ternice is mad at us for some reason, or mad at her dad, or mad at me for some reason, you know what she does? She walks away, and all she would do is play her pan. She doesn't care about anything or anybody in the world. And an hour later, 2 hours later, a day later, it's like nothing ever happened.
Wow, that's good. That's good. I was gonna ask. I was just gonna say that your support. I know. I'm pretty sure you're behind the camera when she's at performances when she goes live.
Oh yeah.
Yes. If I'm home, yes, I'm right here. But if I'm at work, I kind of sneak into where I can see it somewhere. I hope my bosses are not watching, but that's my break time.
I'll delete this. I'll delete it.
Yes, of course. or if Ternice, or her, like I can always watch the after. Sometimes they record it. Like we like to record, and sometimes I like to record. Her dad likes to record. Her older sister, that's the 4-year-old the 4-year-old niece. She talks about she's 5 now. That's her mom. She would do a lot of the recordings for us. Like she manages the website. She would do a lot of the recording for us. So we don't miss anything.
That's good. That's good. When Ternice gets booked, does it go through?
Yeah.
Does it go through you guys? Does it go through her? How does that managing still happen?
Okay. Everybody who books have to go through the parents. And this is Mama Bear. And so what Mama just says and who Mama just deals with, like that's collectively, yes, we do it, but at the same time, I as the mom filter what she does and where she does it and who she does it for. Yeah.
Has she ever gotten mad at you at certain events that she wanted to do and you said no?
I don't think so. I can't. No, not really. Not really.
That's good.
No.
That's good. Yeah. Sorry, Terence, you wanted to say something earlier?
Yeah, what I really admire about Ternice, she functions so well under pressure. Like, for instance, she doesn't get scared of playing. It doesn't matter where, how large the crowd is. She just gets up and play, and she's just so humble. She does it so easy. And also, her hearing is amazing. Like, she just has to listen to something, and she'll just pick it out in 2 seconds on the pan. Performances, for instance, say she has a gig, and they requested a certain song. And I haven't seen her or heard her practicing that specific song. So I start getting worried. Like, the gig is tomorrow, the event is tomorrow, and I haven't heard us playing that song yet or trying to attempt to play it. So I would ask her about it. And she said, oh, don't worry. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, right? Suppose when she goes there, she doesn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes she would just listen to the song in her room, right? And then never go on the pan and play it. And she'll go to the event and just play the song. I said, how did you know that? Say, oh, I practice in my head. I listen to it in my room. And, you know, she amazed me with that. And she amazed so many people. And she doesn't make mistakes. She just go and play just like nothing, like she's drinking a cup of tea.
And if she does make a little mistake, she recognizes it. She corrects it right away. And sometimes nobody's even notices that she's done that.
Yeah. Wow.
So I think she got a special gift, and a lot of people has recognized that.
That's for sure.
Yeah, but I pray for her.
Good. That's good. I forgot to mention this at the top of the show. If anyone that's watching has questions, I hope you guys are okay with this. That they can ask you some questions. If anyone that's watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So where would you like to see? Since you guys have grown in the Steelpan community with Ternice, where would you like to see Pan go in the future?
Pan, I would like to see Pan get more recognition. It's looking back at the history of Pan, it's come a long way. But I would like to see that the Pan gets the recognition that the saxophone gets, or the violin gets. I would like to see the Pan on Broadway.
Yes.
I would like to see at the Grammys, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
We all would.
So you're right.
Yeah.
And, I would like to see Pan in more of the schools, right? And more funding, of course.
Of course, of course. Do you guys have any ideas on how that on how you can see that happening?
How can we see that happening?
Well, we just have to struggle along, keep on struggling, and
Make
just,
proposals.
yeah,
Make
just
proposals.
keep on
Yes.
trying and trying and trying. You know, someday
Mm-hmm.
it will soon hit a button. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
And
For sure.
and just keep on encouraging future kids. Keep on encouraging future kids, and hopefully, all that stigma from way back will just disappear. Will just disappear, right? And
Yeah.
the government will put funding into Pan, and because my daughter is a testimony to what Pan has done.
Mm-hmm. For sure. We have a question here from EJ. What is the Pan fraternity like in Canada?
It's actually it's good. It's getting better.
It's getting better.
Yes.
Ternice just started university, and I think she's taking music, and as like she wants to be a music teacher / professor, but she also discussed with us that she will have a backup plan. For example, a social work where she can do something like music therapy with the elderly, teaching the youth music. Social work / music therapy, something like that.
That'd be amazing. And there's a lot of Panists that are doing that right now, actually. So to have it in Canada, that would be amazing.
Right. Ternice doesn't have a butt to sit on because Ternice is always busy. Ternice barely stays home. And even through the pandemic, Ternice is at home, and Ternice is doing a lot of stuff virtually. She's done like funerals and birthdays, and even in New York, she's done a 70-something-year-old birthday party. And, she's taught, I think, kindergartens virtually, like she's talked to them about it. And a lot of stuff she's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How is the support in the Pan community in Toronto or in Ontario? Like for the new Panists coming up or the new arrangers?
It depends on the people who we're in contact with. It depends on we have some great people that we're in contact with. There's this, Daryl Williams that we hang out with. There is the Sala Steel Orchestra. He's the one who took Ternice to Trinidad back in 2015. We're very appreciative for that. And him giving her that kind of support also has exposed her to more, like, has improved on her skills pretty much, and her confidence as well. And then there's Miss Wendy Jones,
of course,
the famous Miss Wendy Jones with the Pan Fraternity, who has on many occasions invited her to play with them. And Ternice doesn't say no. Ternice doesn't say no. She's done, I think, 2 or 3 sessions with Mark Moscow.
Nice.
But also Albert John has played a big role, and from beginning to now with Ternice, because she looked up to Albert as like a mentor, Albert could call on her for anything, and because Albert tune as well, he makes the instrument and tunes, so she been around there a lot. I guess maybe kind of tune her ears to certain things, you know what I'm saying? While he's tuning.
For sure.
So Albert has played a big role.
And then I saw Mr. Lapierre, Panman on duty, just sign on.
Just came in, yeah.
I cannot put my foot in my mouth because I really don't want him to tell those people at the restaurant not to serve us that delicious food because because thanks to Mr. Lapierre, he has assigned Ternice to a wonderful restaurant, to some wonderful restaurants because she's played at the other one as well. And because of him introducing her and assigning her there, she's been playing and she's been a little bit more exposed, getting some gigs as well. She did a wedding.
That's
and
good.
I think a party as well. So, thanks to all the people who've done this. I know that Terence and Ternice, when Ternice was much younger, way, way much younger, also were taking classes for a brief period with Mr. Rondell Karmath. So on a few occasions when I'm off or when I get off work, I would go with them and just observe.
Nice. We have another question here from AJ. Is Steelpan a viable option for a career, or would you rather Ternice pursue something else?
You know what? I don't force my kids to do anything. I just as long as it's safe, and as long as I know that there will be jobs out there for them and for them to be independent and to live independently and to have a good, comfortable life, whatever they choose to do, as long as it's safe and honest. No, I don't force them. I just let them do what they want to do. I'll support them in anything that they want to do.
Nice. We have a question from Miss Panama. What type of platforms have you used for Ternice to be recognized around the world?
Well, we do a lot of videos, post a lot of videos, and she get a lot of recognition from those,
She has a YouTube channel, and she's also on IG. And for me, like both of us, we would post her videos. Dad does YouTube, I do Facebook, and Terence has just started to do the Facebook thing now. But for me, I remember one video, for example, that Ternice did. I believe it was Ternice alone, or was Ternice did one video, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna join all these groups, and so I joined all these various groups. Some say yes, some say no. Some admin rejected, my invitation, my request to join the group, and within I believe 2 months or so, Ternice had, I believe, about 5,000 viewers or something.
Oh wow!
6,000 viewers. I think she's up now to about maybe 8 point something viewers. So yeah.
Wow. That's
And
that's
then
amazing.
She entered the what you call it, the Girl Bar Diamond
The Girl in Power?
a few months ago, back in winter time. And so that was a good exposure for her as well. And then when you guys and Mr. Lapierre and invited her to play with you guys or play for you guys, that also gave her some exposure. But we barely say no, as long as it's safe. Like I said, she started off with the $20 gigs. She's done churches. Yes, and we encourage her to do all the genres. It doesn't matter. Like, we encourage her to listen to 70s music, 80s music, 90s music, not just music for her age group, but music for various age groups. Yes, and she's she listens. She listens.
That's good. That's good. Have you guys requested any songs for her to play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, I am the aggressor when it comes on to Ternice playing something that we want to hear. I am the aggressor, and I am the one. who will ask her to play. You know, for months I was bugging her to play She's Royal by Taurus Riley. And
She has to play that song.
That's right. And she was telling me to go away, leave me alone. And she played it. And after she played it, and the reception that she got from her audience was amazing. Like almost every time now she plays out. That's among her playlist. And then the other day again, for weeks I was bugging this child to play the Jerusalem song. And she didn't want to play it. And you know what? She's been playing it now. And I was like shocked a few days ago when her dad brought home, because I wasn't able to go with them. I wasn't feeling well and I didn't go with them. And her dad brought home the videos with her playing the Jerusalem. And I was like amazed. And I was like, oh, Treynce, I'm so proud of you. And she goes, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So now I'm getting her. Yeah, there's one that I really want her to play now. The Wind Beneath My Wings. Oh my God. I don't know if you hear her in the back.
She has to play that. Yeah.
Screaming, oh my God.
Treynce, you have to play that song.
Yes.
Treynce, you have to play it.
Right? And the Lionel Richie, the one is Lionel Richie. What's it called again?
Yeah.
Endless Love. So these two, I've been begging her to play these two. And so far, she hasn't made any move.
Well, we have it on record. So if we don't hear it from her, we have everyone that will bug her now.
That's right. That's right.
We have another question from EJ's mom. Has Treynce spoken about her own aspirations for the future?
Yes, she wants to be a music teacher.
She wants to be a music teacher, and she's just last week she started York University, where she's actually studying music. Yes. So she wants to be a music teacher. And for example, I was telling her, I said, why don't you, instead of buying the books, rent some of the books from the library? And she says, because I said, you know what, all my nursing books, I still have them, and I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on my books. So why don't you rent them? Because, you know, they're going to become obsolete after. And she says, well, I can give them away to my students who can't afford it. I'm going to be a teacher, remember?
Okay.
So I said, okay. Yeah.
That works. Oh, I think we lost them for a minute. There we go. Hello? We're good?
Yes, we're here.
I think we lost you for a bit.
No, we're here. We're here.
Okay, good.
Yeah, maybe it's the internet.
Yeah. So I noticed, well, I don't know if it's her cousin. Ternice and her cousin had a video together?
Yes.
Yes. How did that come about? And is it a lot of her, I think she mentioned it before in a past interview, that a lot of family members play the pan?
So her dad used to play. And he first started it. And so Ternice has two brothers on her dad's side, and that one plays. The other one doesn't play, but that one plays.
Okay.
Ternice's two older sisters, they played as well, but now they're grown and they're busy, and you know they really don't play anymore. And Ternice is the one that's doing all the playing right now. Yeah.
So I think one time you guys should do like a family band performance. Just one time.
Mm-hmm. You know what we've talked about? Oh, her cousin Kenesha. Also, she's like wicked on the bass. And Kendall, in addition to the pan, Kendall does the drum set. He's a drummer. And believe it or not, Terence's older brother, can play the guitar as well. He plays the keyboard as well. And Terence has an older brother as well who's a saxophonist, except he doesn't live here. He's a panist as well, and he's a saxophonist, but he doesn't live here.
You can do it virtually. You guys have everything. You guys have all the components. Just bring it together.
And all I can do, I will rock. I will rock and I will cook. And one of the pan players a few years ago gave me a scratcher.
See?
I don't know how to scratch, and he said, "Just scratch, just scratch." And he said, "The rhythm that
Just
you
do this.
the reason." I said the word.
Yeah.
The rhythm that you use, he said, just scratch and say, "A pack of shit, a pack of shit, a pack of shit, a pack of
Yep.
shit." You know
That's how I was taught.
Yeah.
So Terence, she mentioned that you used to play pan. Terence,
What's
she
that?
mentioned that you used to play pan. What pan did you play before?
Oh, okay. I started out with the tenor, and then I started playing guitar, you know. But just in the band, really, I don't really gig out like that. If the band was performing, I will play with the band, you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I started for a brief period as well with Mr. Albert John when he was just starting out to do the six-pan bass.
Okay.
I was off work for a while, so I had a little bit of time to dedicate. So I was doing it, but then he went away to Trinidad for like a while, and then I was no longer available when he came back.
Oh. So would you go back
Yeah.
when you're available again?
I don't know. I'm older now. Like I'm
It
like
doesn't matter.
I don't know if the
You're
brain
never
can
too old to
retain
play pan.
I don't know if the brain can retain it anymore. Plus, if I play, who's gonna watch Ternice play? Because I like to watch her play.
Ternice can watch you play.
Oh, she's.
Hello, Ternice. Is that
She's
Ternice
here.
there?
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right here.
How's college life?
It's busy,
Yeah.
very busy.
Oh, she got a driver's
Hey.
license as well. Yes. That yeah.
Look at
That she was supposed
baby
to
girls
get
growing
last
up.
year, but yeah, she's growing up. And so all she needs to do is we're going out and she runs to the car, and you know what? It feels good to be chauffeured.
I'm waiting for my moment.
Yeah.
Send me a ticket to Alberta. I'll go for
Oh,
her
send
all
her a
day.
ticket to Alberta.
Thank you. I don't know if anyone has any more questions. Is there anything else you want to let us know about? Does Ternice have any more gigs coming up?
Oh yeah.
Ternice is fully booked.
Yes. She went and
That's
she played
good.
Saturday at the Express, and now they want her every Saturday. So I
That
don't know how
is
she's
awesome.
keeping up. Plus, the parent band has called her to start practicing, and from Friday after
Mhm.
Island gig. So she's gonna
Wow.
be busy for a while. I
So
don't know how
Ternice, you
she's
have
gonna
to keep
manage,
up on
but
your
she will do it.
schoolwork.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh my goodness. So thank you for coming on the show. I don't think anyone has any more questions. We can
You're
kind of wait for a
welcome.
bit, but
Thanks for
I
having
appreciate
us.
you guys
Pleasure.
coming on. It was fun. It's good to have you
No
guys
pleasure.
in the spotlight besides Ternice. It's your turn now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
And you
very
know
much.
what? In addition to that, when we go around with them, I am like I like to cook and feed. Yeah, I do. I don't play that like.
Can I tell her your name?
Yeah.
But,
I'm going to tell her your name.
you know what? They've given me.
Tanty Merle.
You're all calling me Tanty Merle.
Tanty Merle.
So I will let you know
And
when
then-
I'm coming.
Okay.
Okay. And then he puts the videos on about Tanty Merle, the audio video about Tanty Merle.
God.
So I
Tanty in
have
the
to sit there. I have to listen. I have to sit there and listen to this thing about Tanty in the Oval, and go into cricket.
Oh my
Because-
goodness.
because Tanti walk with a hot basket of food.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Nobody should be hungry, and nobody should go spend their money on food. Yeah.
So I got in trouble with you, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the band chef, the band cook, because she cooks for the whole band when there's an event.
Hey, I see Earl watching. Careful before you get yourself into
Oops.
Yeah.
You can't say too much. Can't say too much.
Yeah.
You need to get fed at one of his restaurants. You need to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you again for coming on. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Congratulations on your 25th. I don't know when your anniversary is, but congrats on your 25th. Ternice, wish you all the best in school and all your performances.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And hopefully we can have you guys again soon with the whole family.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
No problem. All right.
Ah, there she is.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
She's
And to
the
all
angel.
people, and this is just my opportunity. Whoever's watching, just to all the people who have helped us to mentor her and who have helped us to give her the opportunities. You know, I don't know who's watching. I know that Mr. LaPierre is watching, but I just want to thank each and every one for doing this and for giving her the opportunity, and for the people who have had the confidence in her. For example, Earl, who had the confidence in her to send her to one of his areas to play. We just want to thank you, all of you, for doing that, for giving her the opportunity and the support.
And support is always needed.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks again.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
And
Yeah.
keep
Good
up
night.
the good work. Keep up
Oh,
the good
thank
work,
you.
because you two, you're doing good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
listening.
It means a lot.
Yep.
Thank
All
you.
right. Yes.
And I also think that Mr. Earl LaPierre should be honored for the steel pan work he's doing around the community
Yes.
too, because he has put
Yes.
on a lot of things that benefit the community. And
Yes.
it looks like it's been overlooked, but it should be recognized.
Yes. We'll have him on the
Yeah.
on the show again early if
Yeah.
you're not too busy.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks. You
Okay.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
See you next time. So I just
Okay.
want to
Bye-bye.
Right. So I just want to let you guys know next Monday we have another special guest, EJ's parents. So make sure you tune in next Monday. And we have, like I said before, we have a lot of special guests coming following, I would probably say like in October, we have a lot of special guests. So make sure you guys tune in, share the live. We also have a YouTube page. So if there's any interviews that you missed, make sure you check us out on YouTube. And enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great week and see you next time. Bye.